Hello and welcome. I am the Restless Kaiser, and I am over here.
And I am Saffron, known as Gary, and I am here.
But together we are modelling for advantage. Ooh.
Oh, we've got a bit of World War II action here.
World War II action again. Yeah, the missus actually set this stream up for me this morning, and I didn't tell her that it wasn't Nazis versus zombies. So people who come here expecting zombies may be disappointed. So we're playing Fistful of Lead again, which hopefully you've got a rulebook somewhere, Gary.
I have. Put it down there.
That's what we're going to be playing. And so Fistful of Lead, we've got a British Airborne unit, which Gary's got over in the bush over there. If you want to point to that, Gary, so that
5 lovely men there.
Yeah. Subs has just pointed out melting for advantage in the seat. You're absolutely right, mate. We just turned the AC off in here and we're starting to sweat already. So we've got this. This is a kind of a Normandy paradrop situation. So the British are regrouping. So there's a small group of them over there, and this is a German patrol who's just pootling along down the road. So
I've just noticed something about your patrol, which is one of them's on a horse.
One of them's on a horse. Yeah, that's right. There's a tree in the way on camera. The mounted colonel. Well, because when you've got that kind of job in France, as a German soldier officer, you've probably done nothing for 3-4 years. Suddenly it's all on. So he'd got himself a horse. So we're playing Fistful of Lead. Units do have stats. So my force, from the front, I have the mounted colonel. He's a leader, dodge, encouraging, and mounted. And he has pistol and sword. Ooh. I've then got 3 goons. I can't remember what they're called. They might be called goons.
Grunts.
Grunts is what they're called. So these are only D8 guys. They have the Deadeye skill, which means they're +1 a hit, but they only have a D8 for combat actions. So that's these 3. I then have 2 regulars with SMG, and they have the Eagle-Eyed ability, which slightly improves their SMG ranges. That's those 2. And then at the back, I have my Unter officer, who's got a rifle, and he has a pet. And it's ferocious, so he's my close combat guy.
And because you've got a pet, I'm at minus to hit him because he's moving about, isn't he?
Yeah, the pet acts as a distraction in combat.
Now, with my wonderful...
You might need to lift the models up when you point to them, Gary, because they're very carefully
See, I've also named mine. Mine have got a little bit of...
I see. Pro.
So we've got Captain Argent.
Captain Argent, beautiful.
Wonderful name. And then next to down here, we've got the Sergeant Braddock with the machine gun.
So he's got the Bren.
He's got the Bren.
And he can fire it from the hip on his own.
Because his skill is strong and Deadeye. So he's running around with muscles bulging, carrying this gun. The captain is the leader. He's also got a skill called Deft. So which means he can reload in an action instead of the 2.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
He's killer and steady. So he's a little bit there. He's holding the group together.
Killer.
Then we go to the 3 other, I won't call them grunts, because these are the mainstay of the British Army.
Yeah.
We've got Anderson, who's there with, he's indomitable. He takes anything on. He's just the man.
Yeah.
We've got Lewis, who's a brawler. He's the one with the tattoos everywhere and he's got broken nose and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got Jonesy. We've got the old Welsh boy there. He's sitting there.
What a Jonesy?
He's eagle-eyed. He can see things going on. He's got the rifle. He's ready for a little bit of action.
Right. So that's that. So this is my second ever game of Fistful of Lead. But Gary's played it a lot more, which is why we're practicing. If you're wondering why we're doing these live streams during the day, is I work in a school. I'm on school holidays. I've got a bit of time now. So these practice games we would normally do off camera. We thought we might as well stream them.
Yeah.
And grunts, mine got exactly. I like the term goons myself. So we start with a hand of cards.
We do. We have a card per, but I think your grunts only get one card.
One between them. Yeah, they count as one model.
So I will deal the cards out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, 5.
5. Okay, lovely.
3 goons is one ordinary guy.
All right. I'm going to pass your cards over. Would you like A or B?
I'm happy with the one that you've got there. All righty. So I'll sort them out into order and then I'll wave them at the camera. So that you can play along too. This is what I've got. And the game is played from king down through 2. Aces are wild.
That's it. And I have these.
And I'm trying not to look at the screen while Gary shows his cards.
Right.
Although it's not that competitive a game. All right, then.
Right. So we're going to start at the top of the shop with kings.
Nope.
I have a king.
You have a king.
A king. So
you can select any of your models, but they can only be activated once.
that's it. I've got the little beads down here for the activation things. So we'll get a few of them ready. Right, so I'm going to get a move in with some of these guys. They hear the noise of men coming up, so we're going to get put the other way around. Always helps. He's going to do a double move.
So do you move 5?
5, yeah. I'm going to do a double move, and he's going to charge up to the wall.
Right here, get himself some hard cover.
So you see what's coming along. You're thinking,
yeah, you can probably see my ossifer from there, can't you?
He's probably doing his hand signals, going. So he's getting ready for a bit of a firefight.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So no kings.
Woo, pew, pew.
Any queens?
Yes.
Oh. Now some of these cards have certain triggers on them which can do certain things, and queens of spades and clubs are one of them.
Yes. Now, queen allows me to recover from a pin.
Yeah, actually, all queens have got things on them.
So I don't particularly need that. Now, because I'm mounted, I have an 8-inch move, so I could conceivably charge, but I think you'd still be out of range. So I think I will activate my colonel, and I will make an 8-inch move to here. And then I will make another 8-inch move to here. The colonel has galloped off. The Englander!
All right, so any jacks?
Oh, I think I do. I do. I have a jack.
I have a jack, but it's a spade.
I've got a club which goes last, right?
Is it a club?
It is a club.
Oh, yeah. So yeah. So I'm going to go first. So I get +1 to shooting rolls if I wish to shoot.
Right.
Which he's only got a rifle, so he could shoot.
Who could shoot?
No, he can't shoot because
he's already acted.
Yeah, he's acted, isn't he? So I'll get that little thing there.
I don't think anybody could shoot at this stage.
We are going to do another. Yes.
Nice.
So Jonesy's just settled down, ready for something to come walking past there. Now your jack.
It's my jack. Right. So I think my goons are going to double run up to here to make a firing line.
Not liking that. Right. Any 10s? I do.
I do not.
Right. So we're going to get Sergeant Braddock. He's going to
He's the guy with the Bren.
That's one of the Bren, yeah.
So the intention with this bit of foliage was that you couldn't see over it. That's a bocage bit. But everything else,
right.
It's just that clump foliage may sink during the course of the game.
Any other 10s?
No 10s.
Any 9s?
Yes.
Oh, it's a good one as well.
Right, first of my goons. You lose an inch for crossing the hedge, don't you?
That's it, yeah.
Yep, so this one's going to move up to here. It's first SMG.
I'll let you just put those.
Yep.
Yep, right. Oh, show me cards here. Any 8s?
Nope.
I have an 8. So we're going to get the commander. He's going to creep along up here as well. So he's going to just be sitting behind there. Trying to keep him covered, trying to keep quiet. They've probably seen us come down, not knowing where we are. 7s?
Nope.
6s?
Nope.
I have a 6, which is a reload. I haven't fired yet. I do use the word yet. And he's just going to come creeping up there to let all hell be unleashed.
I've then got 2 and 4, so I'm going to move these last 2 guys. 9 inches. over here. Up the tree back.
Oh, so
you can see them. So I've got 1, 2, 3 here. The 3 goons there, and the colonel right up at the front.
We're ready for a big firefight in a second. So
ready for round 2.
Let's end the round. So we're going to take all these markers off where they've moved. And
Charles Atora is at SoCal. Is that the SoCal short for Southern California? Is that the Warhammer Open there? I can't remember. Or a convention or something.
Right. So, cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you give me the King of Spades here, Gary?
Oh, maybe.
You suspiciously the cards are out in number order. Hell, it's not bad, guys. It's not bad.
Yeah, well, when he looks away, I'll show mine. Doesn't sound good, does it?
Easy, Tiger.
So we've got. All right. So we shall start with any kings.
Yep.
Oh, he's going first. What's he going to do? Is he going to? Oh,
I think I'm going to charge you with my commander.
Okay.
So it's a double action, though, isn't it? Because it's more than 8 inches to get to you.
Yeah. So it's going to be So it's going to be. I think when you charge, you got to the max, the minimum is be 6 inches. You
okay.
Can't. Yeah. So you could do an 8-inch move, and if you're within 6 inches, you can charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I've got more than 6 inches I can do there, and I've got 16 inches of movement. So I'm going to charge him. Let's do it.
We'll get him into there. Oh, he's come bellowing down there. Right. So you have just come at Jonesy.
Corporal Jonesy?
Yeah. Right. So we're now going to go into combat.
We're going to combat, yes. So I've got a sword, and I'm on a horse, and I charged.
So you get +3.
+3. And I've also got dodge, but I think that only works against bullets.
I think -1 to hit, isn't it? So
I got a lots.
I got a 10.
I got a 12.
So it's 2 difference.
Yes.
And 2 difference is going to be no
modifier in the world.
But have you haven't got a thingamajig, have you? You haven't got a bayonet, so that would have created a.
That's a 10, though. This is my wound roll. I beat you.
Yeah.
I'm with the 12, so I killed you.
Yeah, you stabbed him through the heart.
Stabbed him in the heart with my beautiful sword.
I've got nothing to.
Do you know that he's dead?
No, I thought I might have some skill I can somehow get out of it, but unfortunately, Jonesy's dead.
Corporal Jonesy takes it sort of the face.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of a card because obviously he's going to be the one which is.
San Diego, he says. The last cavalry charge of World War II. Mate, it worked. Well, I say that. I mean, the colonel just charged, chopped down a corporal, and is now going to get...
Well, I'm now going to... Any queens?
Now, while the game is here, he just said you can double move into close combat. Is that as a single action? Is that... or do you mean... I don't get a double move on a charge, do I? It's just that I can use both actions to get into combat. See what he comes back with.
Well, any queens?
Oh, any queens. I was just wondering with that mounted thing, did it allow me to keep moving? If I killed my opponent?
I think it says you can finish any spare you got left over.
Yes.
So you would have to measure. So you go 8.
I just want to duck back an inch or 2, or do I have to keep going straight forward?
I don't think it's going to do any good, to be honest. There's a Bren gun going up you.
Yeah, I'd rather be in hard cover.
Yeah. That. You'd be in hard cover on a horse.
If I fall back, yeah.
Prepare to get shot.
Yes. Sorry, what was the next one? My next one is a jack.
I'm a queen.
Queen. So you're going there.
So we're going to get Sergeant Braddock is going to open up the Bren gun into.
Yeah. Should we check? Because it might only be straight on with the horse thing.
Yeah.
Because if I could only move straight on, it would be a bit more logical. But
mounts. So. Any troops that win close combat may elect to ride past their opponent with any unused movement. They cannot engage in another close combat unless they have a trait that allows them. Many troops that are wounded due to size.
Yeah, pass doesn't mean go backwards.
No.
So you better put me back on the corner. Yeah.
Right. So, big gun.
Yeah, but we're still going to need that section because you might hit me and you might hit the ride. You might hit me and you might hit the horse, which is why I have a spare model here for when I become dismounted.
Right, machine gun. I have burst, which doesn't matter. It's only him.
Yeah.
And it's Mr. Braddock. He's got dead eye. He's got +1 to hit. All right.
Did he get one shot?
Yeah. It's burst but there's a few of you in there.
It's definitely only one dice. Some machine guns got. Oh no, they get multiple attacks.
Yes, it's burst.
Multiple models.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
7, 8. I hit.
Yep.
Right.
Now you roll to see if you hit the horse or rider.
I think it's 8+. It's a 9. That means I hit the horse. It's 8+.
Hit the horse. Okay.
So hitting the horse, as I do believe, knocked you off. The -1 to hit riders doesn't matter because I still hit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
On 8+, a mount is hit instead. Mounts. So I rolled a 9, -1 to 8, but +1, so I've hit the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have to see what happens. You rider shaken by shooting, falls back 8 inches from the attack. Blah, blah, blah. Wounded rider. No. Ooh. Mounts are taken out of action if hit.
If hit.
Yes.
Right. So swap me over.
Swap you over. Where's you gone? I was in camp.
There's my lost my horse.
Right. There's your
Boo! The model's not only in for a turn and a half.
Right. So that was Queens.
Don't you get 2 actions?
I get shoot again.
Yeah,
Oh,
but this time I'm in hard cover. So I'm hard cover and I've got dodge.
That's a 10.
That's a
You
10.
ain't gonna dodge that. That's
Nope.
11.
Yeah.
Right. That's a 1.
So no effect.
That's literally
No.
It looks as though it's gone through. It's just gone through spare bit of clothing. And...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you didn't shoot Dobby. It's not a donkey.
Any jacks?
Oh, any jacks? Yes, I did have a jack. I think jack. Yes.
I have a jack as well. You go first because you have
A jack
spade.
spades. It's +1 to shooting rolls. But my guys over there can't possibly hit people in hard cover.
Hard cover's -2 to hit.
Yeah, and they only roll a D8 and it's long range. They've got a 12-inch range. Whoop.
A god roll.
Yeah, so they're going to move 6 inches. That's this one. No, 5 inches in this game, Michael. So that's action number 1. That puts them within 12 to take a hard cover shot, but I need a 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 guys. It's 5, hard cover, 6, 7. Correct?
Yeah.
I'm picking up D10s because I'm cheating. What I needed was a D8. I'm sorry about this. I don't know how readable this D8 is on this camera. So that's a miss, and I'm out of ammo on one of them. That's a miss. And that's a miss. So the first one back here is out of ammo. I get +1 to shooting rolls with the jack of spades. So actually, those 2 5s were hits.
Right.
Because that was a 6. 5, hard cover 6, 7, +1 a hit, down to 6, and dead eye 5.
And this is Anderson,
and it's still a D8 for the wound roll as well, I think. So we got a 4, which is nothing, and an 8, which is a kill, I think.
I think an 8 is just a wound. Wounded.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So we wounded him, though. This is the machine gunner.
Yeah, but good thing is
Sergeant.
he's indomitable, so he doesn't.
Oh, you got all the tricks up your sleeve.
He doesn't suffer from the effects of the wounds when shooting, I do believe. Right, so
Tony Holland says you're a damned cad for shooting that noble mount. You're quite right. Dodge isn't a minus to be hit. It allows a free 5-inch move to cover if shot at.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
you didn't miss anyway, did you? You hit me twice. Once the horse and once me.
Yeah. So I've actually I'll put this down. This is my one. So is that your jack you put down?
I had the spades.
Oh, okay. So
you had the clubs, right?
Clubs, which was close combat. Yeah. So close combat. So
you're gonna close combat me?
Yeah, it's getting there.
I've still got a sword.
Yeah. But we have got Lewis, who's going to come in.
Right.
And he's a brawler.
And he's a brawler. Brawler is re-roll, or is it roll 2 dice and pick highest? It's something like that. You better look it up.
Yep.
We'll get these memorized.
Re-roll your combat.
Re-roll your combat.
Combat action, yeah.
So I've got a sword for +1. I rolled a 2 up to 3.
I rolled a 2, so I'm going to re-roll my one.
No, boo!
I got a 5.
So you beat me by 2.
Yeah.
So you're making a wound roll.
It's a 3.
That's no effect, sir. But you do knock me back, right?
Yep.
Right.
Right, so that was jacked. Any 10s?
Oh, sorry. Yes. I've got a 10. 10 of clubs. I'm going to run these guys up here. First guy up there. SMG's coming to join the combat.
So that was 9, and that was 10s, 9s.
Nope.
I have a 9. And this is who are you? So we've got, let me just quickly work this out. We've got Braddock there. We've got leader guy there.
That's your captain.
Yeah. So we have Crouched. We know Jonesy's gone. So we've got Beret, which is Anderson's down. So I got on the wrong way around. So Brawler. So it's actually the wrong way around. So that's Anderson. That's the captain.
Right.
So we'll just do this guy shooting you.
Okay.
Short range, 3. He's got no, so he hasn't got anything there. 3. It's not going to hit.
Okay. Now the way this dodge works is actually I can duck behind the cover now.
Because I haven't moved, I'm going to shoot again.
Yep. So I'm going to duck behind the hard cover. So I can move up to 5 inches. So put me back there.
Well, I hit.
You hit with a
5.
I'm in hard cover.
But what do I hit you when I was? What I do? Okay, so you're going to move the dodge during the shooting range. Okay.
No, after your first action,
then you move.
When you missed, when you shoot at me, I get to make a 5-inch move. Is what dodge does. And Wiley Games just said that.
Yeah. So I've just missed. So he's done that. So that's just going to leave 8.
Yep. Which this guy's going to move up.
7s.
Nope.
6s.
Nope.
Yes. I'm going to get my guy to stand up.
Yep.
After you shot him. Let's make sure I'm doing this right with Indomitable. The shock markers by spending 2. So we have to roll to try and get up. 4. It's not going to get up. Right. So that's all my cards done. So it's down to you now.
Last one. This guy moves up here. All right.
Right.
On to the next round.
Oh. Sorry, it's my wife. Hello, Shell.
Sorry about this, guys.
I'm with.
Whoa, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Filming, I think. Right. Sorry about that. So we'll just try try and get that back onto there. I suppose that clicks on there, does it? Yep.
The noise I made was that Gary was attached to a lapel microphone on a cable as he left the room to take that call.
When she phones, I have to run.
So meanwhile, Tony Houghton really should have done North Africa scenario with today's weather in Blighty. Well, with the Gentleman's War set coming out soon, we're looking at North Africa again. We've got a desert board, but I'm not happy about it. The plan this summer was to rebuild it, but we haven't found the time. Scenario wise, Tony, what we're dealing with, there's no particular objectives because we're still learning the game, but it's a German patrol wandering down this road, and it was a British parachute detachment just looking for the rest of their buddies, really, that were in a line behind that sort of long bit of clump foliage here. So we've played 3 turns now.
You get 5.
I get 5. Yeah,
And I get 4.
3. And I killed 2 guys. Oh no,
No, you just wounded him.
just wounded him.
Right, so I'll just quickly show my despairingly bad cards.
And I'll show mine.
Right, it's all kicking off now. We'll just get these.
All kicking off now. Oh yeah, remove those tokens.
Right, so any kings?
Yes.
Oh, this is going bad for the worse, isn't it?
I think Captain Pistol will shoot you twice with a pistol at point blank range.
Okie dokie.
Well, shoot you and then see what happens. So first shot. So it's 5s, right?
Yep.
That's a 10.
That's definitely a hit.
And that's a 10. That's just dead.
It's dead straight through the mare. Yeah, well,
That's literally a 1 in 100 chance. A 0 and a 0. I'm sorry. it's really all I can say to that. And I've got another shot. I think.
shall I just move him now?
I don't think he can. Is he gonna hide back behind the house? Duck back behind the house there. Yeah, that's what he'll do.
I can't believe that.
No.
Queens.
No.
I have 1. So we are going to see, I won't be able to shoot through that, but if I jumped over, I'd be able to just literally go and get burst into you.
So if you move, you're hoping to do it without getting the cover in the way.
Yeah, and we go over and just, instead of having trying to shoot through 3 different bits of cover,
Right.
just jump over and just shoot through 1 bit of cover.
That's still going to be hard cover -2. I'm not sure what difference it makes.
Wow, he's you know, often
But you're getting burst.
yeah. So we're
And this is the guy with the. Is this with an
machine
SMG?
gun. Yeah. No, this is with machine gun.
I thought I knocked him out.
No, that's that is
The guy in the corner of the Brent.
he's a Bren.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
You've knocked down Anderson. So we got Lewis, Sergeant Braddock,
Okay.
and Anderson left. So the captain's dead, Jonesy's dead.
All right. So you've got 3 shots.
3 shots.
And you're hitting on 7s, but are you a dead eye, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all going to be within. So front guy.
4.
No, it's 6s.
9. And a 7.
Okay, so middle one, roll to kill.
How has he got any other things? He's got who's just
He's got strong
and
dead
dead
eye.
eye. Yeah. That's an 8.
That's an 8, so that's a wound, isn't it?
That's a wound. Yep.
These guys can only take 1 wound
Can they?
because they're grunts. So he's
Shame,
out.
isn't it? And the next one is an 8.
That's the wound, but they can only take 1 wound, so he's out.
That's looking good. Right.
That's 2/3 of a man you've killed.
Yeah. Doesn't feel the same as with your 2.
No.
All right. So Jacks.
Yeah. So with the Jack, I'm going to take that grunt. I'm going to move to here and shoot you. So that is Deadeye. It's 5s, Deadeye 4.
You're bad.
I rolled a 2. That's a miss. That's him.
Right. And that was Jack's 10s.
Oh, sorry. Yes. I've got 10 of diamonds.
Nice.
I think this Mr. SMG is going to move up to here. So these guys are just SMG Deadeye. So he's going to take a shot, but you're in hard cover. So that is 5, 6, 7. Deadeye 6. Missed.
It's a shame. What was that? 10s, 9s?
Oops. No.
8s?
No.
7s?
Yes.
Yes. Clubs. So
Hearts.
I'm going last.
This guy is going to move to here. We can't see over there. We said that before.
Yeah.
So I'm then going to move to here. That's him done.
Oh, so 7s. I'm going to move this guy up.
This gap doesn't exist.
No,
this
no,
is just
this
clump foliage creep.
Guy up there to there. I'm going to have a pop at him.
Hi, Rich.
So I rolled a 7, so re-roll any 1 die this turn. So
right.
That's a 9.
So that's a hit.
And a 3. But I can re-roll that because I
re-roll any 1 die.
It's a 5, so that's going to be a shocked, isn't it?
Is it? Is it 1 to 5 nothing, 6 and above, or is it 1 to 4 nothing?
Ooh, 1 to 5 shaken.
Shaken. Now we've never been shaken before.
No, because zombies didn't suffer from that, did they?
No, and nor did they shoot. And all of my shooting has been super lethal in this game.
So 1 shaken. Right, so that was 7s. Have you done your 7?
Yeah.
Yep. 6s.
No, all I've got left is the 2.
So I've got a 6, which is going to try and get my man up. So 6.
Ooh.
But he's -1 because he's wounded. That's a 5. I think it's a 6 you need. Recovery. Still shaken, still wounded.
Right. Now then.
So I'm out now of cards.
I'm going to do some measuring here with my 2. Can I get within an inch for 10 inches? Oh, no. No, you only moved 10, and I've got 2 obstacles to cross. So this guy runs up to here and ends his action.
All right.
Oh,
this is, this is whoever gets a nice hard.
You have killed 3 models, 2 goons, and a horse, you monster.
You don't get the same satisfaction.
He shot my pony. Didn't kill the guy on it.
Not yet. Right. So 1, 2. 3. I only get 3. You still get 5.
Yes. My lone goon is still a lone goon.
Grunt. Grunt sounds
I prefer
better.
the term goon. I think it describes my play style better.
Right, I'm going. Oh, we're in order, which is nice. I'm just going to move the tokens.
Yep. Oh, Woolly Mike is here. Hello, Mike. Well, I'm playing Dead Man's Hand with Woolly Mike tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yep. And I keep getting the name of this game and that game mixed up.
Well, I think this game started as a Wild West.
Yeah, absolutely. And
right.
I have finished the Nacho Gang. They are. You've seen them.
Yeah, so they look good.
The Bandidos.
Right.
Steak for lunch. What? Horse steak? Ooh. I'm going to start with the King of Hearts.
Oh, he's going first.
Okay, so Lone Rifleman here. is going to take his 2 shots.
At my sergeant.
At your Brengun sergeant. Yep, looking for 5s, right?
Sergeant Braddock's being aimed at.
Okay, looking for 5s. And I'm a dead eye, it's 4s.
It's 2.
That's a 2. No. And that's a hit. Rolling to wound. It's a 3. No effect, right? Just shock.
Keep looking at this. It should be 1. Yeah. No effect. That's like.
He's not shaken.
Shaken. Yeah.
Yeah. Even my Daleks don't shoot horses. There you go, Gary. Got a fistful of dead men. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. That's what you call the 2 games combined. Fistful of dead men.
Right. That was a king. Any queens?
No.
Jacks?
No.
10s?
Yes. 10 of hearts. What does shaken do?
It's basically -1 to movement, -1 to shooting,
and -1 to fighting.
Yeah.
And how do you get rid of it?
There will be. You can card can take 1 away. You can think if you get a certain skill, you can get rid of them. Otherwise, you just have to wait until.
Wait until.
Yeah. Wait until.
Wait until. I mean, do you use an action to lose 1, for example? No.
I don't think you do.
No. If anyone out there has got any tips, how do I lose shock?
Oh, you can. You can recovery a recovery roll.
Yeah, and then you spend an action and roll a dice.
That's it.
And if you're within distance of your leader, you get a bonus to that roll.
What's the skill?
What's the leader skill?
I think that's for rally. I think that could be right. I think that's.
Is that what that does?
You've got this all sorted out, haven't you? Yes, +1.
If you're within
12 inches.
Within 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll activate SMG shock guy then, and I'll try and.
If you roll a 1, it fails, and he runs. He doesn't listen to you, and you think, "Sod you."
Okay, cool. I rolled a 4, and I get +1 for my leader, right?
Still shaken.
Right. What does encouraging do? Which is my other skill.
You can remove a shot marker with an action from your leader guy who's got it. Is it your leader who's got it?
Yeah.
Within 12 inches. So.
Oh, right. So the thing to do was to activate the leader, remove the point of shock.
Yeah.
In which case I'd do that instead of rolling the dice.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So you've lost that bit of shock.
All right. But that was the leader's action.
Yep.
Boom.
9s.
Nope.
8s.
Nope.
7s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hearts.
Clubs. So you're first.
Yes. Right. I am going to try and get my guy up because I can re-roll any die.
Yep. So was it 6 or better you needed?
7. -1, 6. I get up.
Yeah. You're still wounded though.
Still wounded.
And wounded is another -1 to everything, is it?
Movement, things like that. So, now, whether I'm able to shoot or not, I can't.
What? At what? Can you draw a line of sight without crossing your guy? Doesn't look like it.
No. Okay, I'll just move then.
Yeah.
I'm going to move him to there because he only moves 4 inches now.
Okay.
So he's done. Your 7?
With my 7, I think I'll take. This is reroll.
Any one die.
Any one die. Oh, I'll take the SMG. The SMG is going to shoot at your Bren Gunner. So that is a miss. And there's a hit because I'm dead eye. Well, it's a hit anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 6. I think 6 is a wound, isn't it?
6 is shaken or wound, but it's only because you're shaken. If you had a wound, you would have been +1 to the wound roll.
Right.
So would you roll 5 or 6?
6.
6. Wounded.
Wounded.
Oh.
And knocked over.
Knocked over as well.
Oh.
Not looking good, is it?
Not looking good. But that was my 2 actions for that guy with the SMG. Yeah.
All right, 7s. 6s.
Nope.
Yes. I am going to try and stand him up.
Yeah. So there's a -2. So you need an 8.
Not a 4.
Not a 4. And then I've got 3 and 2, which is...
I've got 2.
Oh, you've got 1 left.
Yeah, well, I've got 2. So you're going to go first anyway.
So on the 3, I think this guy is going to charge you.
All right. It's a bit despicable when a man's down, isn't it?
What, send his dog on you? My ferocious
the
dog.
thing is, you would have set your horse on me and all.
What does my ferocious do?
Your ferocious, I think, gives you.
Does it give me 2 dice, pick 1 or something like that?
Ferocious, you had +1 to the wound rolls in combat.
+1 to the wound rolls. So I get +1.
You're already getting +1 for if you hit him because of the actual wound. So you'd be getting +2.
Right. So I got +1 for charging.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Okay.
Because I got rifle and bayonet. And the rifle and bayonet is I win ties.
Yeah.
Is what that does. So I've got D10 +1. I rolled a 2 up to 3.
I rolled a 3.
But you get -1 for wound and -1 for my pet. So you're down to 1. I'm on 3. I beat you by 2.
Yeah, so it's just a normal roll what you're doing, but you're getting +2.
1 for ferocious and 1 for your wound.
Yeah.
Come on. I'll be up to 8, which is another wound, right? Oh, that guy's in a bad way.
Sergeant Braddock's not looking good.
And that was only 1 action. Can I fight you a second time? That was only 1 action. Or does melee end your
I think
turn?
it's only 1 melee. That's it. It's just 1 melee. You're not having 2 attacks. So I'm being pushed all around the board here as well.
Yeah.
Right, so your next one, because you're going to go.
My last one is this guy over here. No, that can't be right, because this guy hasn't acted. So I'm going to move this guy up and call it there.
And then I've got this guy here.
2, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to move to the wall.
Yeah. Shoot my dog handler. This man has got a thing about killing animals.
5. I hit.
You do hit.
No, because you've got your thing. Your dog is causing me -1 to hit.
Only melee, I think. Oh. It's a distraction.
It's a 1.
So nothing. That's shock, is it?
No, nothing.
Don't you always get shock if you hit?
Yeah, well, it's shaken. So if you could be a minus, so it's shaken.
Yeah.
Let me just get me talking. Right, no more cards.
No more cards. Oh, you're not giving up yet.
I don't think it's going to be long.
I think the dice gods have loved me today. A couple of Doctor Who games online. Ooh, interesting.
So I've still got 3.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a jack as well.
One-eyed jacks are wild, you know.
Right, so 1, 2. There we go, sir.
Ball tampering. This is a crap hand. Come on, Gary.
Yeah, you haven't seen what I got.
This is where you know, Gary does magic tricks, you know. So when he hands me a set of cards, I'm like, not sure about this.
Shocking what
He knows all the tricks. That's what I got. Not a single picture card, bro.
Nor have I. Right.
Next time you see us playing Fistful of Lead, I think we're going to try the spaceship combat rules.
Okay, yeah.
With my Babylon 5 fighters.
Sounds good.
Narn versus Centauri, which Callum painted. Just to see how that changes things up a bit. I'd like to try that.
I've got the cards as well, so.
Got the cards. Oh, they've got proprietary.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, right. So I've got the cards which goes with the main book I bought, which is the signed one.
Right. Oh, your signed copy, eh?
So Kings.
Sergeant Halfpenny, the way he's been shoved around the board. In a campaign, he'd get a new name.
Queens.
Nope.
Jacks.
Nope.
10s.
Yes.
Yes.
I got a club, so I'm going
got
last.
Hearts. Right. So what do I do?
Quit.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do.
Get back in your glider and try and take off.
I am going to move this guy down here.
You're going to try and attack my combat sergeant?
Yeah, because
captain?
he got some things he can help you with that.
This is a shot.
5.
You need a 5 to hit, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you wounded or anything?
No, but you're in cover.
Oh, you weren't able to move far enough to shoot me from not in cover? Right.
No, I'll shoot you, but actually, be on it, I could have jumped there and gone over. So I would have been.
I assumed you were going to move somewhere.
I'm come there and I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah.
And not too close, because otherwise we go into close combat, which I don't particularly want. So I hit.
Yeah.
5.
That's shaking, I think.
Yeah.
I assume I can't use my leader roll to get rid of my shaking.
I don't think so. I mean, that'd be more using the cards, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. On the 10 then. Okay, my Dogmeister's got a wound, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so SMG number 1 is going to spray your 2 guys.
That sounds right, does it?
One of which is in cover and one of which is on the ground. So the guy on the ground
definitely hits.
And
he's done it again.
The guy behind the wall is missed. That was this one.
Which card do I get rid of?
The lowest. Oh, but if it's got a good ability on it, yeah.
Got. Get rid of that one.
Okay.
So 8 9s.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we got more cards to come, haven't we? 9, yes.
9.
I got a 9. So the other SMG is going to shoot you twice. 5 is a miss. 2 is a miss. Done.
Right. Is that your last card?
Nope. I got 3 more guys.
Oh, okay. Rub it in.
That was 9s.
8s.
Nope.
7s.
Yes.
So
my 7 goes before yours. Oh, your 7 is a discard, isn't
Yeah.
it? Right. So if I use my captain, I will remove this point of shock over here. I think you took my wound off. You did wound this guy when you shot him, didn't you? Oh, no.
just shocked him, didn't I? Yeah.
Just shocked him. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was the one with the 2 wounds.
You had 2 wounds.
Before you shot me on the ground.
All right. And then my captain is going to -1. Do I really want to melee you? I've got a sword, which is only +1. No, I'll shoot you.
Okay.
6 is a hit, even with shock. Yeah.
Oh, a wound, yeah. So it's you're going to be doing more. So you get +1 on the wound. So that's 6.
Is another wound, right?
Is, yeah, it's a wound.
6 is another wound.
It goes down again. Not looking good, is it?
Early lock. Always shocked even if not damage. Recover shot with a recovery roll. Skills, remember, -1 shock wound rolls or move. Yeah. Thank you, Tony.
6s.
Yeah. I got a club, which goes last if you've got a 6.
Oh, well, I've got 2, so I'm not.
All right. Okay. So I've got Wolfman and the sentry. So he is going to hop over the wall and fight you. Yeah.
And that there is not Jonesy. That's got to be Anderson.
Right. So I've got 1 for charging.
No, it's not. That's Lewis. That's Anderson.
I've got 1 for charging and I win on evens.
Yeah, and he's a brawler.
And you're a brawler, which is that roll 2 dice, pick the best, or re-roll?
Re-roll your close combat, yeah.
Re-roll. Okay, so my roll is 8 up to 9.
Mine's an 8. I think they should stay with that because I could roll a 3 and it all go tits up.
Okay. So the wound roll, I'm ferocious, so it's yeah. So it's +1 to this roll, right?
Yeah.
8 up to 9. Oh my days.
Have you got any more cards left?
I've got the sentry.
But I have to get rid of that one. because I've used him.
Which is on a 6 also. Oh, I forgot that. Sentry's on a 6. So the sentry will move over here and try and... Is it possible for him to take a shot from there? Or does he need to move again?
He needs to move again.
You want to move him again for me? For use the force over! Shall we call it there, Gary?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for the game.
Let's see if I would have got up. Can't believe that.
Oh. I tell you what, early lock there. Early lock for me, definitely. You shot me off my horse, though.
I thought you're going to go. I thought this is going well. Yeah.
Should have been shaken after that close combat. Are you always shaken after a close combat? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think the guy on the horse.
Right.
I think because he was on a horse, when you combat, you're always shaken. When you do close combat.
Check. So we'll have a look at my favorite mechanics. Yeah. Yeah, I had a veteran in the last game, and it seemed to me it was a very, very powerful ability to be taken, was veteran. So, because it's basically +1 to every roll, isn't it? Effectively. The sentries were interesting. The 3, I can see why people wouldn't take them, but I definitely feel there's a place for them, especially in something like this where a sentry with a rifle has got a reasonable chance of hitting something at 12 inches, as long as cover's not involved.
I thought those good skills were going to do me well.
Yeah,
but 2 of them shot in the head.
Yes,
just didn't get to flourish, did they?
Well, if I may, Gary, what you let me do was you let me fight your guys like 1 or 2 at a time, because you moved along the hedge and you were only ever able to fire into a small arc. Whereas if you'd actually moved back, as mad as it seems, moving back in the open there, until I was up against that wall, it's hard cover for me shooting past it. You know, I wouldn't have advanced along the axis you did, because it didn't give you your we're better at shooting advantages. Charles Torrance, well done, gentlemen. Thank you. I've got to say, I love the length of this game.
Yeah,
that was,
and it's good, you know. And not funny, it's one of these games where this would happen, you know.
Yeah, but when it only takes an hour, you don't feel butthurt. You play another round, right?
You've got your leader, you're shot between the eyes and dead.
Yeah.
Not
absolutely.
14 different rolls to see if he lives or dies or not.
Yes. But yeah, you would, in a club situation, you play best of 3 or something, right?
Yeah.
If you want to play this,
you'd have a campaign, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Or you tweak it a little bit. Yeah, I saw some of the abilities talked about renown and things like that that were quite interesting. Well, I hope you guys found it useful. Really appreciate seeing the game's designer, Mr. Jay Wiley, joining us. We definitely will have more of this. One of the things I was trying to do with this, and we'll look at the team abilities as well, was a better scenarios.
I don't think it would help me, be honest.
Because these were like the Sentry models. If you've not seen them before, these are the new War Games Atlantic plastic sentries that come with 0-200. But I also got some Panzer Lehr figures downstairs and some Fallschirmjäger. So you can use different team stats.
Yeah,
even though the weapons arrangements are going to be very similar.
I've got some of my Vikings and Saxons. We could have something like that, and I've even got me Celts and Romans.
Yes, you need to find something more of the heroic combat end of 5 Celts fighting 5 Romans. I'm not sure what that represents, but it's worth thinking about.
Yeah.
But
you can do a bigger
foraging and stuff.
Yeah,
foraging and stuff. Yeah. But there is no effect. You're either shocked, wounded, or dead. You can have multiple shocks. Yeah. Thanks, Cole.
You get a certain amount of shock. You just don't move in the end. You just switch.
Yeah. No, and I like that as well. Actually, I imagine. I just seem to keep rolling 10s for injury rolls, right? And it's only a 9 or 10 that you actually kill. But it's far more common to be dragging around penalties for an extended.
Yeah, period. I mean, you can see that you take 5-6 shocks, you would be in a vegetative state, saying, "Well,
yeah,"
and you just wouldn't move. Okay, someone might fight, and you're going to lash out. You might be lucky and catch them, but Good game.
Yeah, thanks. And I'm interested to see how the space fighter combat is different but the same.
Yeah, because I mean, we
don't need a hex map or anything, do we?
No, I'll show the book in a minute.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, as I say, we'll be having a look at some more of this over the coming weeks and months. And Mr. J. Wiley is actually sending me a copy of the rules because he is a fantastic human being, which I greatly appreciate. You might see a couple more games of something at odd times in the last couple of weeks in the summer holidays, but there's not a lot of it left for me. I need to get back on the work stuff long before the kids go back. The workers start working, but if we can get some more in, we will.
You're a librarian.
I'm a librarian, yeah. And when the kids are not there, I can do things like buy books and stock take rather than zookeep. Anyway, you take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.